Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to some somewhat belated Steam Next Fest coverage. Listen, I downloaded all these demos, we're gonna have a look at them. Today we're checking out Boar Blasters, which is a game about flying a helicopter underground, which is the most sensible place to do that. I think. Fly to an island and get blasted. It's easy, it couldn't be any easier than that. So there's definitely some like, okay, yeah. It's pretty straightforward. Yeah, there's definitely some like dome keeperiness to the vibe here. I don't think we need to be like returning to the surface to fight off waves of enemies or anything. Collect gems to gain currency for permanent upgrades. Oh, that's a whole entire treasure chest. That's got to be valuable. Trigger your special ability when the bar is full. Lets you ram through blocks without taking damage. I do like the oh yeah, that's pretty good. I like the fervency of the press a button to keep going notification. Oh, okay, it is not advisable to dig through this unless you're in special mode. Okay, collecting gems also grants temporary upgrades. Fill the bar to get one. I love gems. Okay, keep digging till you reach the bottom. Each dig site has a special reward to find. So what is a temporary, like when they say temporary, how temporary are we talking about? Feels to me like, you know, more bullets and more damage are probably, it's hard to know exactly what the effect on your like overall DPS is going to be because they don't have any numbers included, which famously is a thing that I hate. Please put the numbers in your video game. If your video game is numbers based, just go ahead and tell me what the numbers are. Is this thing on? Aye, Chief Science Officer Cogsworth Wiseclank reporting. I've detected some real nice loot down at the bottom. Grab it if you can. Yeah. There are a lot of video games like this where you play as a dwarf or some space dwarf equivalent. That guy had a little bit more of a space gnome sort of vibe. But, you know, the thing is, it's very well-trod ground, is my point. I wish there were more games like this where you were goblins. I don't know, that's just my personal thing. I think goblins are a delight, but whatever. Space dwarves is fine. Get all this loot, and then special ability, woo! Space loot treasure chest. Okay, now that we have... I don't even remember which one I picked. Theoretically, you want to pick the other one, right? That's the way the math is going to work out the best, because they'll scale in effectiveness with each other. Okay, ow. Not a lot of hull integrity in this thing. Again, as I suggested earlier, maybe not the best place to be flying a helicopter. But alright, we got to the thing, we found the stuff, we treasured up, we burned a lot of stuff, and we can shoot out of the back of the helicopter now. Which I guess is fine. And here we can upgrade our ship more for permanently. Okay, this, I love this. I love to see a number. Yeah, more bullet per second, more damage per bullet. Range, I mean, our range is pretty short. Oh, more money. Okay, well, we didn't have the resources to upgrade that in the first place. I think more bullet range makes sense. Okay, we unlock some additional stuff with maybe some aesthetic hints of what exactly we will face. Arbitrarily, I say this one. Were those birds flying in front of the porthole? Just outer space birds? Alright, Gunner, is it? I've been assigned to oversee your excavation progress. First, let's see how your gyrocopter's performing. It seems to be doing the thing. Ooh, I like a more destructible biome. Oh, the copter's burning fuel too quickly. We'll fix that later, but for now, you'll need to make do with fuel blocks. Smash them up to keep your copter airborne. Okay. I have a new... Ah, yes. Okay, we do in fact have a fuel meter. It's right there. It looks like a fuel meter. Great stuff. Woo. Wow, there really is a lot of treasure in those chests. What if even more damage, though? Yeah, that's very satisfying. Okay, are you fuel? Yes. Good to know. I probably should pick up a little bit more, grab a little more pickup radius, because I feel like when we're using our special ability to barrel through stuff, we're very often not picking that stuff up. Okay, so we didn't unlock a thing that shoots behind us. We unlocked the ability to pick up a thing that shoots behind us. Given what we know about how many bullets per second we're shooting, I think more damage per bullet is going to be the more valuable thing for a while here. Until we get those numbers somewhat closer together. Ah, enemies! Quality work, lad. But see to it that you put some of those gems into fixing that heap of trash for next time, eh? There won't be this many fuel blocks in most dig sites. Okay. Stuff to worry about. So there are enemies, and they're like flying in the third dimension, which feels like some nonsense. What does that even mean? How'd they get over there? They don't seem to drop any loot, which is a shame. I wonder if I could destroy them with the special ability. I will say, I feel definitely way more than up to the task here. We probably don't really need a lot of upgrades, but I wonder when that will stop feeling true. And is that moment too late to worry about it? Picked up a thing. Yeah, Chum Graviton's pretty good. On the one hand, it's really easy to build up a large supply of money right now. On the other hand, it doesn't feel necessary to do so. I don't know. We'll grab a little bit more here. It is remarkable how little value you get out of the big chest itself. Okay. That's a cool kind of thing to pick up. Yeah, let's go get some. Like, I feel powerful enough, and it makes me want to get the just more money per money upgrade. Seems pretty good. And frankly, like a couple levels of this, oh, I wish we had enough. All right, is there anything else I can pick up? An extra point of health. I mean, an extra point of health does seem pretty good, except that, again, we're not taking any damage, right? Ooh, interesting. Let's see what this is all about. As much as I'm enjoying your slow descents, Gunner, I think it's time we spice things up. I'm picking up some blocks on the scanner that are teeming with explosive potential. Okay. I like explosive potential. It's one of my favorite kinds of potential. Yeah. It doesn't really feel like bullets shot out of the back are going to be all that valuable. Make sure we get all this real quick. And is that box with the exclamation point perhaps one of our explosive potential blocks? And should I stay well back here when destroying it? Yes. Yes, that seems to be the thing. Okay, those are fun. Alright, so there's the red ones explode even more so. It does kind of seem like the explosion doesn't damage Let me pick this up. Oh, it doesn't. I don't actually determine where those fire. Okay, that's interesting. Is this the... Okay, that's the smallest kind of explosive. I like that they sent us down here with the mission of just, I don't know, wreck everything. Go fully tear down on this place. Okay, so the red ones will definitely destroy loot boxes. It seemed like the yellow ones were leaving the loot tiles intact. Or maybe they're just not doing enough damage to destroy them all at once. Now that's what I'm talking about. My curiosity has been piqued. I wonder what other surprises linger down these parts. Well, some kind of robot flies, it seems like. I don't think we're welcome down here. Alright, so I don't know if destroying the nest squares is the only thing that's spawning them, or if, like, my assumption would be that the nest squares... Okay, yeah, I think we just saw it happen there. The nest squares periodically produce more of them, and so you do want to destroy them, but then when you destroy one, it does also produce a critter. It's like, obsidian blocks are fairly serious, but fortunately the bomb is doing a fantastic job. If I'm honest, I totally forgot about fuel as a concern there. That got a little close, actually. Okay, a little bit more. Yeah, we need to be paying attention and on the lookout for more fuel. And maybe for getting out of this, this dungeon in a real hurry. Hello, what are you? Oh friends, this is bad. It takes so long to burrow through that material, whatever that is. No, I hear you. I would love some fuel. Never mind, we just get out of here. Okay. I don't know exactly how long you can fly around with an empty fuel tank, but let's maybe not push it like that again, shall we? Okay, that's useful. We certainly would never have made it out of there without one of those. Yeah, definitely get another one of these. An upgrade to our flight time is perhaps reasonable. And then for 1,000, all we're going to be able to buy is more armor, which I guess is fine. Now that there are enemies, it seems a lot more reasonable. Oh, interesting. And that didn't open up... Oh, because the demo. Because we're at the edge of what you can explore in the demo. That makes sense. Fair enough. Gunner, I found some traces of explosive material in some of the ore down here. They're like little chains of gunpowder just waiting to be exploded. Okay, that sounds like fun. I like more exploded. The problem with most situations is that they are not explodent enough. I wish we had like a little radar or something, you know? I wish I could tell where there was fuel from a little bit further away. These are our new blocks. Yeah, okay, so they seem to be actually in practice exactly the same as the old blocks. I should absolutely be more reliant on that. Just special ability all the time, forever. Okay, we are still going to see the old explosive blocks as well. It seems weird to need so many blocks that do exactly the same thing, but all right. Okay, and now we have confirmed that that does in fact just pulp enemies right away. Very useful. I might say that this this walks you in a little bit slowly. There should probably just be enemies from the very beginning. I feel like this is a thing that is true of a lot of games these days. They just like, they tutorialize you at a level that sort of assumes that like you just can't possibly learn more than one thing at a time, and I don't know. This is wild. Imagine a vein of these next to each other. Yeah, that would be cool, I suppose. But I see a lot of potential in some of these mines. Yeah, just having like another type of small explosive is not very exciting. We're pretty low on fuel, but we can hang around and pick up some stuff here. I wonder if the enemies, it seems like there's a lot more enemies, right? But I wonder if they get more intense with time or with distance, like the lower you get. Or perhaps, maybe they're not more intense at all, and I'm just spacing. Just remember them being... No, this is definitely more intense, right? That's definitely more at once than we were seeing before. All right, all right, all right. That was not as much money as I would have liked. Oh, okay. That doesn't seem like it's going to be useful until you are seeing enemies at least at the density that we were getting right at the end of that run. But it's certainly not nothing. Alright, I don't think we're going to be able to buy any additional upgrades there. It's fine. Not like we need them, right? Okay, we do still have a little bit of room to open up. Let's go to another spider world. Oh, someone in inventory mucked up, and I'm to be the fall guy. Do me a favor. There's a mushroom found near the floor of the cavern. Find two and report back, will ya? What are you gonna do with this mushroom? That's a curious request, given the information that we have. Oh, hey, look. A string of these nodes, making them actually interesting. Yeah, that spawn behavior in the world. I guess the thing is, they wanted to have them spawn with a different behavior in your first encounter with them because they want you to have to explore to find 10 of them, right? Yeah, kind of buried myself in the wall there. There's actually a lot of these nest spaces here. I just want to get my treasure and get out. Probably the chrono cog. I guess actually, you know what? This is a situation where it makes sense to take the demise blast with the enemies we're spawning all the time. This is, at the very least, it would have been good to test it. Yeah, 'cause holy heck. What is that? Okay, well apparently it wasn't a new type of block. It seemed like anything I was familiar with. I should probably stop getting distracted by gold. Like, we have a place we need to be, and we need to be there pretty soon. Wow, that didn't help, like, almost at all. Well, I should mention, it's for the king, by the way. No pressure. One more. I am in desperate need of fuel. We are going to fail this mission. Yeah, I was just holding it for a king. That was the chopper running out of fuel, I think. Okay, these start to get pretty tight on time. Really can't afford to wander off mission too much. And fuel blocks seem to be a real rarity. Oh, the claustrophobia. Yeah, let's go ahead and grab the Demise Blast module here. We'll test it out. We'll see how big the area is. Doing my level best to still get paid while we do this. That's fuel. Hold on a second. Okay. The explosion radius is actually pretty significant. That's quite helpful. And, more importantly, it doesn't damage me. This purple stuff is money, right? Yeah. It seems to be quite a large amount of money. Hard to turn down. Speaking of hard to turn down. Alright. Okay, not too bad. We still have some fuel left. I mean, I'm assuming we'll still have to find the real exit, too. Those will do nicely, thank you. And don't worry, you'll be compensated for your troubles. Oh, or maybe it's playing the victory music right now. Nope, okay, we still have to find the... Fair enough. Hey, there's fuel up there. Alright, so that's important. That answers a question I had, which was whether it was even possible to find fuel deep in the mountain. Because we'd never seen it before, right? So I wasn't sure. Ow. Alright, alright, alright. Let's get out of here. There we go. That's a much more satisfying level of difficulty, and I feel like you shouldn't softball with your player so much, because some percentage of people are going to get bored, right? Like, players can handle a lot more than what they are often asked to handle at this point, I think. Alright, I definitely want to increase bullet damage. I'll take that twice. That's great. I'll take another one of these for sure. Okay. Let's see how much we can feel that double damage upgrade. Is this Gunner, the one who brought back the mushrooms? Listen well. Our gyrocopters were said to have crashed in these parts long ago. Bring them back home or don't come back at all. Okay, why are you... That's hostile. Yeah, that's the dig speed difference is noticeable immediately. I didn't even look to see if my ability was ready yet. I just assumed it would be. So that's a silly way to take a point of damage. Alright, let's see about this one that's high up, shall we? Apparently there's one that's just like right over here. I'll tell you what, I missed the exploding enemies on death already. I hadn't really thought about the fact that it was going to help me dig as well as, you know, help deal damage to the other enemies. Okay. Well, that one went down pretty easy. Excellent work, Gunner. I regret my harsh words from earlier. You might just serve me well after all. I guess that's kind of an apology, sort of. I regret my harsh words. You might make a good servant is... I feel like I'm the one in the relationship with the gun, is all I'm saying, you know? Sure. Let's see if enemies drop like a reasonable amount of gems on death. Yeah, not really. It's kind of what I figured, was that it wouldn't be a meaningful amount. Well, I guess those big guys drop a fair bit. Got down here remarkably quickly. We have a little bit of time to screw around. All right, let's go ahead and get out of here. It's a decent amount of cash to spend. Ooh, okay, that's exciting. I can't imagine Tesla orbs are going to have much of an effect on rock, though. It's probably just for dealing with enemies. Take some upgrades to that. And then, you know, we've never upgraded our base ability cooldown. It's probably worthwhile. Okay. should be feeling pretty mighty now. I've detected a distress signal near the site of a recent combat engagement. Alright, a little like jungle strike search and rescue stuff here. This could be dangerous, Gunner. It's possible there are still goblin settlements near the battlegrounds, so you'll want to keep an eye out. Or you'll want to switch teams and play as the goblins. Perhaps that would be fun. Perhaps that would be a neat and rad thing to do. I am definitely feeling the the effectiveness here. Yeah, let's see about these Tesla orbs. Okay, they do, for some reason they do in fact dig in the terrain. They just sort of come out of the chopper constantly, kind of sort of in the direction you're pointing. Yeah, that seems rad. Transmission equipment, I guess. Who's there? Find my location and help me get airborne. Those goblins left without their goodbye present. A bullet in the brain. Alright. I can see that we are, we're very committed to a particular method of dealing with these. Oh my god, these incredibly rad looking goblins. Look at that. And just who the hell do you think you are with your rusty little ship taking what's ours? This isn't over, stinking dwarf. Get 'em, lads. Okay, I just need to find the exit now, right? Or the last... Look at the adorable little goblins! Oh, they're adorable little projectiles that I actually probably do need to be careful about. Okay, well, let's try to find our way to somewhere here. Oh. Apparently I'm going the wrong way. But at least we're deep enough to know at this point. We're seeing all of that good purple crystal. Yeah, Demise Blast module probably makes sense here, right? Although it seems like maybe there aren't any more goblins coming. So perhaps the Demise Blast thing was a little bit of an overcommit. Oh, I'm about to fuel out. Okay, let's just hit the chest. Still really bad at managing my fuel level. Aiming is for elves indeed. What do we want an upgrade to next? I mean, faster cooldown on the ability is certainly meaningful. Getting to the point where we're not even going to be able to buy one upgrade per mission. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter because we did finish the demo. But yeah, so that's the idea here in Boar Blaster. I think that's pretty rad. I'm having a really good time, and I'm legitimately bummed out that we finished the demo. So as always, the games usually say so, but I also like to add my own exhortation. Please, if you see an indie game that is rad, wishlist it. You know, if there is any chance you are going to want to buy it on release, throw it on your wish list. It helps indie devs out so much. And I think that is going to be it for us for this episode. Thank you all so much for watching. It turns out it's just fun to dig around in the earth and blow stuff up. When you come back next time, I think there's a pretty good chance that is not exactly what we'll be doing, but hopefully we'll be doing something that at least has as much spirit. And we'll see you then.